All right, 8th and 7th grade STEM for your Carnival. We're going to work on some of the coding for you just to get you started. And what you're going to want is to do the sound and lights in the background while the motors are going. You're actually going to want to go away from this main program, and you're going to want to click on the arrow. You're going to want to click on the plus, and you need to change this to a task. Tasks run in the background while your code is going in the foreground. So for the task, you're going to want to put it in a loop, a while loop, and then in the while loop, you're going to want to put your lights, and then click whatever ports you have your lights in. Let's say you've got 4 different lights. All right, and then you could turn them on. Maybe do a quick flash and do a little delay. Maybe turn them off now. 0, 1, 2, 3. And then you could do a sound or something. Okay? So you could do something along those lines. You could even do the number loop if you wanted to. Maybe you do something like this. And then that would flash your lights and maybe make some noises. I don't know. That may or may not work. You just kind of mess around with it. I'm not necessarily sold on that idea, but this would just keep happening in the background. You can add more notes, you can add more lights, you can change your delay. So that's how you would do the light part. And then for your main program, you would want to do something like we did before with the button. So you want to start everything with a button. Maybe it's the enter key, I don't know. And then you want to do your compare. And then you would put your question, which is the is it on or off. So it would be equals 1. All right, and then this is where you would put your motors to make your ride actually spin. So maybe you start out at 100. You know what? Maybe you start out at 60. You start them off slow for 5 seconds. And then maybe you turn it up a little bit. And then maybe then you start going the other way. I don't know. So this is how you would do your motor part, and then your task would just run in the background all the time, and that would be your lights and your sounds. So this is what you should start working on once you're done building. And again, please try to make it as interesting and fun of a ride as possible.